And then a flight attendant came to her just as she was putting her sunglasses on and getting ready to snuggle in for a long night.
Peace, y'all. Peace, peace. Okay, before I hit this gym to get in this gym. You know what? I am grateful though, because I have been prayerful that I would stop dreading my workout. And you know, prayers be answered, man. I don't dread my workout. Hey! I don't dread my workout anymore. I actually look forward to it, to be honest. But it be tough every single time. I ain't gonna lie. It be tough every time. I'm like, is there a time where I can jump around and run and do all this stuff that I be seeing them folks on Instagram where they look like they having a good old time? Don't get it twisted, y'all. I know Instagram, you know, it ain't the most truthful depiction of what stuff look like. But I'm like, somebody give me the secret of enjoying workouts. Aspects about it that I enjoy, you know, like when you hit that sweet spot, that burn part, you know, that be that sweet spot. But when you hit that other spot where your whole body is like, sis, stop. But your mind is like, no, keep going. You know, that's be the spots that I be like, what am I doing? I just want to go sit down. But when I look in that mirror though, that be that motivation, you know, that be that inspiration. Anywho, what's up, y'all? It's full moon time. Don't mind me. I'm just, you know, this how I vibe out. Look, my new toys. I love these things. I be kind of just vibing out, you know. It's really helpful with like just getting into a meditative state, especially when when you don't really have, like, you on the run, you know what I'm saying, and you're not sitting down in your prayer space or in your altar space, and you just want to get in the meditative mode real quick, just to kind of get in the receiving mode, as I call it, as I accept it to be, the receiving mode meditation. Nonetheless, she said, okay, sis, what we gotta do? I'm fasting. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to be on here talking about full moon, not how much I hate my workouts. First and foremost, go and look at the full moon energy report or guidance that I released yesterday. It's recorded. It's here on my IGTV, and it's also on my YouTube channel. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do go subscribe. I already got a lot of content just from over the years, a lot of pretty good content over the years, but I am in the process of releasing much more content. You know, as you all have notified, I've tried to go live a little bit more here, and you know, I'm just being pushed to put content. So you know, I'm finding the balance between content and inspired content. So for me, you know, I move off of inspiration. And so it's rough with this whole social media thing where it's like, oh, you just gotta push out content. I'm like, man, I gotta be inspired. But I found the solution. And that is, when I am inspired, when I do get inspired, do some batch recording or batch content, whatever they call it, where, you know, you can get the most out of it. So you don't have to always be recording. So, you know, I'm learning. I'm being inspired. But what I hopped on here to mention is that, okay, Spidey, I'm gonna need for you to stay out there. I won't kill you, but you're gonna have to stay where you at. Thank you. So full moon time, as I said on the energy report that you're gonna go check out, is a time for reflection. It's a time for, you know, release. It's a time where your emotions may be heightened. It's a time where your things may be, there may be a laser focus on, or an amplification. That's what I'll describe it as. An amplification of energy, or amplification of things being revealed or downloads, just because full moon is a hot time. It's a climax period. It's a time of completion. It's a time of climate. It's a time of Release is a time of, you know, things coming to the surface, things coming to a close, all those different things. So what I would say is, for real, and I'll make this short and sweet. This is my, what I was inspired to just share this morning, is during full moon time, really strive to get still. If you can, try to spend your days, full moon period is a full, 7 days, you know, 3 days before the full moon, 3 days after the full moon. So really try to get still, you know, get still, get quiet, maybe not spend too much time, you know, chatting and, you know, hanging out and those type of things. Spend time more like at home, in meditation, outside in nature, you know, just kind of like, you know, just kind of in a still kind of quiet vibe. And well, I want to say this too. Sometimes when we get in stillness and quiet, we start to think a lot. You want to be careful with that. Try to be mindless. And at the very least, or really at the very most, be an observer of your thoughts. If the thoughts are gonna come, the thoughts will come, but just observe the thoughts. Something that helps me out is I use my notes app on my phone. I'll just jot the thought down and get back to my stillness, get back to mindlessness. Because sometimes when you get still and when you get quiet, that's when the downloads come, right? That's when you get inspiration. So it's like, oh yeah, you know. So, you know, mindless silence, you know, it's called mindfulness. But I think if we look at that word, it's like you're full of mind, you know, and I really say you really want to try to move away from that as much as possible if you're striving to get quiet and allow downloads or allow inspiration or allow stillness, you know. So mindlessness. So yeah, that's what I would definitely suggest during the full moon period. Again, it's 3 days before the full moon, 3 days afterwards, and then after the full moon, which will be this Monday, after the full moon, you have the waning moon. So 3 days into the waning moon, you still have that that full moon energy, right? But during that waning moon, you have more of that full moon kind of release, let go. And so if you want to really ramp it up, I would say do the full moon period as well as the waning moon period as quiet as possible, as silent as possible. Just strive. That doesn't mean be you have to go on a silent fast. By all means, if you can, do so. You know, I love when I am in period. Sometimes I'll take a 3-day retreat, you know, grab me a spot somewhere, you know, by some water, by the beach, by a mountain, by a river, by somewhere, and do a silent fast, you know, and practice disconnecting from my mind and practice being observer of my thoughts and being observer of myself. You know, what am I inspired by? What am I thinking about? What am I vibing on? What are my thoughts dwelling on? You know, and being aware of those things can really help you to release when you need to. And also accept, you know, accept downloads, you know. So I would definitely say during that whole waning moon period. So that's what I'm going to be doing during this waning moon leading up to the new moon. I love it, you know, when I am conscious enough to put myself on some type of plan, some type of regimen during these cycles. Because when that's download, I know it's about to be a ramp up somewhere. You know, when it's like, oh, during this new moon, do this. It's like in my head, it's like, oh yeah, it's about to be a ramp up. And so I obey, you know, I obey that inspiration. So I've been inspired to not only do this full moon work, you know, which is typical for me. I do the new moon and full moon, of course, work. But I'm going to work through this waning period. I've been just led to just quietness, you know, silence, more meditation, more silent meditation. Shout out to my sister, Ifayimi, who inspired me weeks ago to do more quiet meditation, do more silent meditation, no music, no guided meditation, you know, because I'm good for turning on a guided meditation or some hertz frequency or something, you know. But I've been she was the inspiration to start doing silence. It's been impeccable, you know. It's been impeccable, that silence. It just helps download it so much. So that's gonna be me for this next couple of weeks. I can't use my phone at work. Keep a notebook and pen. Yeah. The notebook and pen is actually even better, you know. Definitely even better. You know what? That just is a confirmation. I'm gonna go get me a little because I wrote a little inspiration the other day. I put thoughts, emotions, feelings, and thoughts journal. You know, something to just jot down. I see mindfulness as having a full spectrum of awareness. It's true. I mean, I just look at I try to look at, I was inspired by an elder one time. He said, you know, sometimes we can get stuck in our bubble of people and we become unaware of the whole, you know, the macrocosm. And you got to look at, he was like, you know, your reach is already wide. He said, but look at it like, you know, the majority may not know what you're talking about. So be careful with your words. And that's when we had that conversation. He said, like, mindfulness. He said some people may know what essentially the message about mindfulness is, which is, you know, maybe mindfulness could be looked at like what I'm talking about, being an observer and paying attention kind of thing. But a lot of people are full of mind, you know, and would benefit from learning how to be mindlessness, which even starts with understanding the mind and how much the mind can become, you can become a slave to your mind. The egoic mind, you know, a lot of people, you know, that conversation can be something that could be a whole video in itself. But I definitely feel you, sis. I definitely see what I think the whole concept of mindfulness was getting at. But I also am very aware that I get so many people that say, I just can't meditate because my mind. And you know, the main topic we talk about a lot during our Oyun Ministries study sessions on Wednesdays is, you know, the mind and being a good governor of the mind and being an observer and not, you know, being taken over by or becoming a slave to your egoic mind, learning what the divine mind is and striving to get in alignment with that divine mind. Nonetheless, full moon time, y'all. Time to be still. That's all I come to say today. If I could go on and on, I already did the energy report or the full moon guidance yesterday during the Enlightened Atlanta segment that airs on Saturdays. So I already did it. I dropped it on my IGTV, dropped it on my YouTube channel. So if you want to know a little bit more about the specific energy, a lot going on cosmically, a lot going on in the cosmic body, as always. And we give thanks for those who study astrology, who is keeping up with the, you know, who have been inspired to do that, who, you know, that's their purpose in life, or that's a part of their purpose and mission and vibe in life, is to pay attention to and be one with the cosmic body, because we got a lot of excellent astrologists out here. So shout out to all astrologists who take it on as a passion, and our ancient teachings, you know, that have taught about cosmology and, you know, what's happening in the cosmos and our connection to it and the importance of knowing that, or the benefit of knowing that. So just want to give reverence to that. I always give reverence to that, you know, as a person who is very much so interested and inspired by and passionate about the occult or spiritual teaching or ancient knowledge. I give thanks for the teachers and the researchers, you know, and all of those different things, because it's a blessing in our lives and we should give thanks, you know, for that. So yeah, happy full moon. The full moon meditation will be tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You can register at the link in the bio here on Instagram. If you're watching this on Facebook, you can register at the Link in the caption. If you're watching this on YouTube, same way, you can register at the link in the caption. Enjoy your time, and I hope to see you on the meditation call. It's always a high vibe. It's always a high vibe. So I hope to see y'all. You know, it's what's up. Yeah, enjoy your time though. If you're in Atlanta, get out in this beautiful sun. After I finish with this gym, I'm going somewhere so I can lay in the sun and vibe out, because it's beautiful out here. That storm just upheaved and cleansed. It looks brighter outside. So I give thanks. All right, y'all. Peace and blessing. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.